Hello and welcome everyone to another new video. So today also I am making the video regarding the test match that has concluded like yesterday between Sri Lanka and New Zealand. So like I have earlier also made a video, and in that video I have exactly showed the scorecard over there, and like mentioned like how the entire means New Zealand team is like succumbing to the pressure and all, and how they are like getting into a very difficult scenario, and they are going to get into the follow on and everything. So that was the exact scenario. And if we just go back to the scorecard also, like again if we discuss with the scorecard and everything, so I would like to again go back and to do a entire like post match analysis kind of a thing, so that the whoever was not being able to have the glance of the match, means whoever was not being able to have a means who are not able to watch the live telecast of the match or are interested to be like having the latest informations like the score details and everything regarding the match and all, so would be definitely getting the entire scenario and would be able to understand like what happened exactly, right? So like in the first innings, like if we are starting with the means first inning, the Sri Lanka batted in the first innings. So Pathum Nisanka, he got 1 run, and Dimut Karunaratne got 46 runs. So Nisanka was bowled by Tim Southey, caught by Tom Blundell, and Dimuth Kararata was run out by Glenn Phillips. He played like 109 deliveries, and he stood in the crease and missed for 109 deliveries and scored 46 runs. And then like Dinesh Chandimal, he came into the crease and then he scored a century. The first century was by Dinesh Chandimal. He played 208 deliveries, 15 boundaries he had hit, and he has scored like 116 runs. He was bowled by Glenn Phillips and all. And then Angelo Matthews stood alongside him, and Angelo Matthews was also made a score of 88 runs out of 185 deliveries and 7 boundaries he hit. So he was eventually also means Glenn Phillips took his wicket, and means he was caught by the bowler William O'Rourke. So you understand like how much a great partnership that was, like more than 250 runs kind of a partnership that they had made. And then like it didn't stop over there. Then Kamundu Mendis, right? Kamundu Mendis is the batter who came in. He scored a 250 ball. He stayed in the wicket. Means 250 deliveries he played, 16 boundaries and 4 sixes he had hit, and 182 runs he has scored. And at the same time, Dhananjay De Silva also, he scored 44 runs out of 80 deliveries, and he means had 3 boundaries and 1 6 to his name. And the Dhananjay De Silva was caught by Tom Blunden and also by Glenn Phillips, the all-rounder off-spin bowler. He took the wicket. And lastly, Kushal Mendis is the wicketkeeper who got 106 runs. He also made a century and stood in the wicket for means 149 deliveries. So among the bowlers, now the first innings came to an end with 602 runs. So 602 runs is not a matter of joke. Like nowadays, we hardly find teams scoring something more than 600 and all in the first inning. So that was a real means a huge amount of run being piled up by Sri Lanka, and they scored like 600 runs and all. 602 runs is the score that they have set. And coming to the bowling lineup, like Team Saudi, he bowled like for 19 over 70 runs. He conceded like got 1 wicket. And William Udorki, the left-hand fast bowler who is included in the team, he bowled magnificently very well in the first test, but unfortunately in the second innings he bowled for 17 overs, got 81 runs, and didn't got a single wicket. And Ajaz Patel bowled for 41 overs. He is the bowler who came to India earlier, got 10 wickets earlier also when New Zealand came to India like 4 5 years back or something like that. So he has got 5 middles, given 135 runs without any wicket. And Mitchell Santana also bowled 33 overs, had got 5 medals to his name, 82 runs he gave, and there wasn't a single wicket to his name. And at the same time, Glenn Phillips, the off spinner, part-time off spinner bowler, he means a off spinner like just see around like 7 bowlers are being used by New Zealand, but at the same time they are conceding more than 600 runs. So that is one thing that I believe like there is a means lack in strategy, and there is a definitely something wrong in strategy making, formulating the strategy and all. So nowadays there is no point like using 7 bowlers at a stage. I believe like now we coming to Glenn Phillips, like he bowled like 38 overs, like 4 maidens, 141 run he gave, he got 3 wickets and all. Sachin Ravindra also bowled 12.4 overs, gave 54 runs and no wickets he took, no maidens. And Daryl Mitchell also tried with 3 overs and got 25 runs. So like firstly, like if there would have been a strategy, like there would be five bowlers who would be bowling, five major bowlers, and at times there can be another part-time six bowler who may come in if there is a partnership kind of a thing being getting built, and no way the partnership would be broken and all. But now see that they have means shifted to various bowlers and all. So all these bowlers like Glenn Phillips, Sachin Ravindra, Mitchell Santner, and these three are like only means all rounder spin bowling options. Whereas whenever you will see about Sri Lanka's bowling, so it is like Prabhat Jayasuriya, Nathan Peris. These two bowlers are specific of means spin bowlers who have destroyed New Zealand's batting in the both the two innings. Like going with part-time of spinners, part-time means all-rounder spinners and all, is I don't really think like is going to eventually end up means helping you win matches in subcontinent when you are traveling from a country like means where the spin it is not that much friendly and all. So basically whenever New Zealand is playing in their home soil, they would be trusting on swing and seam and lateral movement and everything like that. So that way around they have got their means specific spinner like Ajaz Patel, who they are carrying him into the subcontinent, and they are not including him in the team whenever New Zealand is playing in their home soil and all. So that is also something that you are considering, that is well and fine. But there is no point like trusting entirely on one particular spinner, that every time that spinner will be making huge amount of breakthrough, and that spinner will be able to get more and more wickets and like destroy the opponent entirely. So when that thing is not happening, so they are moving to various spinners. Like these are like Mitchell Santner is playing for more than one decade, I believe more than 15 years or something, but he is not that dangerous kind of spin bowler. Like you have not been able to create or make another Ajaz Patel or another means earlier we used to have this uh, Daniel Vettori kind of a spinner who was having that high lift, means high means arm lift and everything, so that the ball is coming from an entirely different angle, and that is what Prabhat Jayasuriya and in Nathan Peris and these bowlers are like specific bowlers from Sri Lanka. They are having that kind of a bowling style, that kind of a flight, and that kind of a variation in length and variation in deliveries and everything. So they are knows how to bowl, how to like make the things happen. And it is not like to spinners to bowl continuously and keep bowling and bowling and bowling and eventually get one wicket after conceding like 200 runs, 300 runs, after a partnership is being built like 100 runs is being scored, and then only a spinner is able to get one wicket around. But it is the role and responsibility of a spinner to like keep the batters in pressure and all. And so nowadays we find out like the spin bowling like for India also, Ravichandra Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja, these spinners are also, they are having whole lot of variation, and they are bowling stump to stump, they are bowling attacking and like if you see other bowlers like Washington Sundar and all who are the upcoming spinners in India, they are also not giving much air to the delivery, they are not trusting much on conventional off spin or something or leg spin. You know, like spinners like leg spinners and off spinners, conventional spinners, like it is hard to get a chance in a proper playing 11, because hardly teams like trust and rely much on these conventional spinners, because they goes for a whole lot of runs, and they, if the batter starts hitting them, there is hardly much for them to do as a plan B, because they will trust with their length and everything, with variation in their length and everything they will try to means get more wickets and get into it like that way around. Like if you see around conventional leg spin, like Adam Zampa is the spinner who is continuously playing as a regular leg spinner for Australia and all. And if you see like for India, Jujvendra Chahal is the bowler who is being such a great talented leg spinner, but he's still not getting chances in the national team or like in one day or T2. In T20s he's getting, but in test matches and ODIs he's not getting that much chances and all. So with conventional spinners they have come, like New Zealand have come, and they are trying to get into this kind of a means trying to create great impact with this kind of a bowling lineup, which is I believe is not making things easier for them. And at the same time, like if you see in the second innings and for the because New Zealand was being followed on with New Zealand's first innings, they started with Tom Latham and Devon Conway. Tom Latham was out for 2 runs on 5 deliveries, and it was like caught by Pratham Nissanka and bowled by Asita Fernando. And then like Devon Conway was also bowled by Prabhat Jayasuriya and caught by Dhananjaya De Silva. So Devon Conway got 9 runs and Tom Latham got 2 runs. Ken Williamson, the legend batter, he is like having whole lot of technique and everything, and we'll know like as a dream team, as a dream team means setup is being made, then we will definitely have Steve Smith, Ken Williamson, Virat Kohli, Babar Azam. These players are like assets in Test match cricket. But he stood in the crease for 53 runs. Eventually, he succumbed to the spin of Prabhat Jayasuriya. He scored only 7 runs and all. And Ajaz Patel was a night watchman. He was sent in the second day. In the means they started batting in the second day only. So once it was near to the closure of the play, so Ajaz Patel came in. So out of 41 deliveries, he scored only 8 runs and all. And in the next day, in the third day, he was bowled by LBW by Nishan Paris. Sachin Ravindra being another all-rounder, these are aggressive kind of all-rounder batters who are means playing in all the formats and all. There is nothing wrong to be aggressive, but it is one thing being aggressive, another thing is like trusting your defense. So, and I believe like once New Zealand was not finding it easy, they were trying to be aggressive and they thought like being aggressive is the best form of defense, and being means aggressive and ultra aggressive, they would be able to counter attack and they would be able to make something happen. So that is the that is somehow they were trying to approach the game and all. Sachin Ravindra was bowled by Nishan Paris. It was 25 balls he stood and 10 runs he scored. And another batter who tried to make tried to bat aggressively like Daryl Mitchell. He was caught by Angelo Matthews and bowled by Prabhat Jasuria. And it was like 13 runs he scored out of 15 deliveries. So once you are setting means once you are having a target of 600 runs and you are like trying to hit it out of the park eventually after coming into the wicket staying for like 10 15 balls and everything, so that is not going to work. Like you have to trust your defense, you have to, it means England may be playing baseball and all this kind of a thing, but they are now like they are gone with their means trust with the defense and all. So it is eventually very much important, like teams should be definitely trusting their defense and everything, and that trusting the defense thing I believe has been lacking entirely for the New Zealand team, because they are continuously puzzled and they are continuously worried that if I keep defensing that eventually one delivery will be there that will get me out and all. So that way around, Glenn Phillips just came to the crease and he played two deliveries and got out without scoring a single run. He was also means wicket was taken by Prabhat Jayasuriya, catch was taken by Dhananjay De Silva. And Mitchell Santner, he gave a good fight. He stood there for 51 deliveries, 29 runs he scored, 4 boundaries he hit and 1 6 he hit, and he scored like 29 runs, and it was bowled by Nishan Paris. Eventually, he was bowled out by Nishan Paris. Team Saudi tried a bit like wicket was taken by Prabhat Jayasuriya, caught by Dhananjay De Silva. 6 balls he stood in the crease, 2 runs he made. And William O'Rourke was not out, 15 balls he stood and 2 runs he made. Right. In the bowling department, if you like look like it was only 3 bowlers, in contrast to the 6 bowlers being 7 bowlers being used by New Zealand, it was a 3 bowler being only being used by Sri Lanka. There is Asita Fernando, the fast bowler, who bowled like for only 4 overs, gave one maiden and gave 8 runs and took one wicket. And Nishan Paris, uh, he bowled 17.5 overs, 3 maidens, and gave 33 runs and got 3 wickets. And similarly, Prabhat Jayasuriya, he bowled 18 overs and got 6 maidens, 42 runs he gave, and 6 wickets he took. Right. So this is the first innings for which Prabhat Jayasuriya took 6 wickets, and in the second innings it was Nishan Paris who took another 6 wickets. So now New Zealand was followed on because they were 88 runs, they were all out. So like they once they came into the follow-on scenario, nothing eventually did change. They started with Tom Latham and Devon Conway, and they were like in the second innings they were having this aggressive attitude. They thought like 88 runs we have been able to score by trying to defend and all. Now we will be aggressive and we will be playing in an aggressive manner and all. So Tom Latham was eventually out for a duck and bowled by Nishan Paris, so caught by Patham Nasanka. It was a 6-ball duck. Devon Conway played aggressive innings, 62 balls he stood in the crease, 61 runs he made, 10 boundaries, 1 6 he hit, and he was bowled by Dhananjay De Silva, eventually caught by Dinesh Chandimal. Kane Williamson also played an aggressive kind of innings, tried to play with his shots and everything. 58 balls he played, 4 boundaries he hit, and 46 runs he means made, but he was caught by substitute and bowled by Nishan Paris also. Then Sachin Ravindra, bowled by Nishan Paris, he came to the crease. 24 balls he stood, 1 boundary hit, to 12 runs he was gone. Daryl Mitchell, 5 balls only stayed, bowled by Pravad Jasuya, caught by Pathum Nisanka. And Tom Blundell, he played a good innings. Like Tom Blundell stood in the crease for 64 deliveries, 60 runs he scored, 6 boundaries and 2 sixes he hit. LBW by Nishan Paris. Eventually, again the left-arm spinner Nishan Paris did the played the most leading spin bowling part in the second innings. Glenn Phillips also he played a great innings in the second innings. He played like 99 deliveries, 78 runs he scored, 6 boundaries and 3 sixes he hit. Caught by Dimut Karunaratne, bowled by Nishan Paris. And Mitchell Santner, the means very experienced means all rounder. Like he was stumped by Kushal Mendes, bowled by Nishan Prince, but he stood in the crease for 115 deliveries. Very great innings. That was also like 6 boundaries and 3 sixes he hit. Stumped by Kushal Mendes and bowled by Nishan Prince. And Team Saudi, the captain tried a bit like 10 balls he stood and 10 runs he scored, like 1 boundary and 1 6 he hit, bowled by Prabhat Jayasuriya. Ajaz Patel also bowled by Prabhat Jayasuriya. He also scored a good amount of 22 runs, but that was like not at all meaningful. Like when you are still lagging for like more than 150 80 runs or something, more than 150 runs, it was like in the follow on also they are like lagging behind. So extra only three extras were given, and then eventually the fall of means now if you see like Nishan Perez got 6 wickets out of his 33.4 overs he bowled. Prabhat Jaswal got 3 wickets, and Dhananjay De Silva out of his 7 overs got 1 wicket. And other bowlers like Asida Fernandez and Milan Ratnayake just bowled 2 overs into it. Like it is mainly like in the first innings there are three bowlers being used, and now like five bowlers being used, but in majority like the means Nishan Perez and Prabhat Jaswal bowled like for more than means near about 70 overs they bowled, and the other three bowlers they bowled for around 15 overs, less than 15 overs, 14 overs they bowled. So that is the thing. That is how the match came to an end. It is a historic win for Sri Lanka. They after 15 years they have been able to beat New Zealand like in a home series and all, and they have come out victorious like 2-0 whitewash. So that has happened, and also now New Zealand is coming to India, so the difficulty remains the same. So India is also having spinners like Ravichandra Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja who will target the stump and will be bowling like with whole lot of experience and everything. The tracks will also definitely suit them and help them being the home condition and everything. And also if they are somehow managing to play the spin, then Rohit Sharma, the captain, will be bringing in Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, and also there is a true gem we have found like Akashdeep and playing tracks and everything in the second test that is being played. The first day only means the overs that were being bowled, Akashdeep got 3 wickets, so he is being able to move the ball in means batting friendly, very low bounce kind of a track. Also, he is being able to move the deliveries and he is being able to take wickets and all. So that is it. That is for it for the time being. So also like other cricket, other news also I will be bringing up like in the next video. So definitely guys stay tuned in and definitely subscribe to my channel and do definitely like the video, share the videos, and I will be bringing up more videos eventually. And definitely do stay tuned and definitely subscribe to my channel. Everybody bye bye. Take care for the time being and have a great day. Love watching cricket and stay tuned and definitely subscribe to my channel and definitely comment, also comment in the comment section. Also I would like to engage with you in comment and all, whatever you is there in your mind, whatever you are thinking and everything. So definitely do comment and I will definitely like to engage with you in comment, and I also like to reply and all. So definitely subscribe to my channel, stay tuned in, and I will definitely be bringing up more videos and all. Thank you for the timing. Bye bye everyone. Take care.